will begin the program and live streaming in 15 minutes. Please start taking your seats. Okay, this is your 5-minute announcement. Please take your seats. The program and live streaming will begin in 5 minutes. Are we ready? Hello. All right. Let's get this party going. Welcome. Welcome. Going once. Welcome. Yay. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Annette James. I'm president of NAACP, Boulder County Branch, and past Woman Who Light the Community honoree. It is my honor to welcome you to Boulder Chamber's annual Women Who Light the Community Award ceremony. Over the past 28 years, the Boulder Chamber has recognized the hard work and fearless women leaders that have spent endless hours making our economy and community stronger, more equitable, and an enjoyable place to live. Tonight won't be an exception. We have an outstanding group of women to honor this evening. I cannot wait to share with you their stories. To honor these luminous women here this evening is indeed a cause for celebration. It is also a time for reflection. My own reflection directs me to a Negro spiritual that my family and my community sang or hummed almost daily. I'm sure many of you will find it familiar. It's titled, This Little Light of Mine. I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Okay, so before we dive into the program, we would like to thank you for joining in celebration tonight in this beautiful venue, Embassy Suites. Thank you for this, what we know will be a fantastic, delicious dinner, and for the attentive service. For those of you with a vegetarian card, please place it on your table so that the service people can see that. Okay, greetings to those watching from home. Thank you for joining us. This is going to be a most splendid evening. So let's get the program started. I'll tell you a little bit about it. So all the finalists here tonight were selected through a strict evaluation process. Tonight's honorees join an impressive group of leaders in the Boulder region who have paved the way for and made a truly positive impact on our economy and community and the lives of many individuals. In fact, some are here in attendance tonight. If you are here and a past recipient of Women Who Light the Community Award, please stand up or raise your hand. To access tonight's program, please scan the QR code that you see here. And if you refer to page 7, you will see a complete list of the incredible leaders who we have been privileged to honor over the past quarter century. Our gratitude goes to all of them for their efforts and support in promoting a better community for us all. All right. I would like to welcome to the stage Christina Layla Putman and Cynthia Case, co-chairs of the Boulder Chamber Business Women's Leadership Group. please.
Thank you all for being here tonight. I just wanted to take this moment just to kind of reflect on all of the years that we have spent in the Boulder County trying to really build women and help them to reach out to their community. As the Business Women's Leadership Group, I've had the honor of being the co-chair. This is my third year, and my co-chair with me this year is Christina. One of the things that we really work with is we want to really help support women both professionally and personally to grow. And we're really working to do that to build business through our community and build our community into a stronger, more vibrant community for all of us. It is our 28th year, and I just want to give honor to everyone that's in this room that I know who has been a participant in those meetings, everyone that has shown up when we have asked for someone to help us at an event, and keeping this community what we strive it to be. So tonight, thank you. Tonight we have a lot of women that we're honoring in our community, and I wanted to give kind of a shout out. As one of the co-chairs, I am on the selection committee along with Christina and other women in the community. And this year we had 81 applicants. So picking who was here tonight was a very difficult thing, and it was a big honor to try and see who we would really support and highlight for this community. So thank you so much for supporting this group. I hope you continue to support this group. And I'm going to pass it off to Christina, and she's going to tell you a little bit more.
Thank you, Cynthia. What a wonderful crowd tonight. And like Cynthia said, it's a very inspirational evening. And if I've met many of you tonight who this is your first time, and we welcome you. And please make sure you have a box of tissue next to you. Some of the events that are coming up for Business Women's Leadership Group, we have our next event is November 15th, and then we also have our last event of the year, which is Women's Night of Connection, which will be December 6th. So please look out for more details to come in the next few weeks in the Chamber newsletter. The Boulder Chamber events and programs like Women Who Light the Community would not be possible without the generous support of our sponsors. We would like to thank the following sponsors for investing in today's program and the Boulder Chamber's overall mission of building community through business. Our co-presenting sponsors are Cordon Pharma and Premier Credit Union.
I would like to honor our honoree sponsors, which I have the it's been a long day. I have the privilege of working with at Alpine Bank, and then Berg Hill, Greenleaf, and Rashidi, and the University of Colorado Boulder.
Our community sponsors are Elevations Credit Union, Front Range Community College, and Impact on Education.
And there are more. Tonight's connection sponsor is Blue Spruce Construction Services. And then we have two media sponsors. We have BizWest Media and the Daily Camera. We also have additional contributing sponsors for tonight, which is Advent Health Avista, BOK Financial, and that is our sponsors for this evening. I would just like to take a moment to thank all of them again, And please sit back and enjoy tonight's program.
Thank you.
I'm working on my 10,000 steps. I'd like to invite the first of our two co-presenting sponsors, Premier Members Credit Union, to the stage to say a few words. Please join me in welcoming Karen Bigelow, Corporate Social Responsibility and Public Relations Coordinator.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to say, wow, what an honor and privilege it is to be here this evening to celebrate this year's honorees. I want to once again ask that our past honorees stand up, please. I want to point out, we're in the presence of amazing, amazing people, and these people are women, so thank you all. My name's Karen Bigelow. As mentioned, I manage corporate social responsibility and public relations at Premier Members Credit Union. I could start by reminding you that we started right here in Boulder in 1959, and I could tell you that we serve 77,000 member households, and we are a non-for-profit Colorado institution with assets of over $1.7 billion. However, none of that means a thing without there being sincerity and authenticity. So I want to tell you what Premier Members is doing to encourage and empower women inside and outside of our organization. This year, we launched our first employee resource groups, including Premier Women. In addition to having monthly gatherings inside the offices, we've activated this talented group of women to be involved in chambers of commerce in every community where we serve. We're also the only credit union at a statewide level that has a top-level sponsorship with the Colorado Women's Chamber of Commerce. We're also eternally grateful to the Boulder Chamber and the Business Women's Leadership Group, amazing producers of tonight's show, for providing us opportunities for growth and leadership. Thank you very much. Tonight, Premier leads by once again being the presenting co-sponsor of Women Who Light the Community. We look forward to hearing the inspiring stories that we're about to hear tonight, and we also look forward to continuing to champion equity in businesses and the communities that we serve. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. All right. Now let's welcome our second co-presenting sponsor, Corden Pharma, to the stage to say a few words. Please join me in welcoming Corden Pharma Senior Industrial Hygienist, Amy Van Endorp.
My name gets everyone, unless you're in Europe, then it's fine. It's with immense pleasure and gratitude that I stand before you tonight to celebrate and honor these remarkable women who have made an indelible mark on our community on behalf of Corden Pharma. In every corner of our community, there are women who have defied the odds, shattered glass ceilings, and paved the way for progress. They have shown us strength not only defined by physical prowess, but also embedded in the power of determination, compassion, unwavering commitment to their ideals. Tonight, we recognize and applaud those women who have demonstrated extraordinary courage and dedication, and applaud those women often in the face of adversity. They not only have inspired me, also being on the selection team, it was very difficult, but I think you will find they set an example for future generations. These women are entrepreneurs, educators, healthcare workers, artists, activists, and leaders in every sense of the word. They have advocated for change, stood up for justice, and championed the causes closest to their hearts. They have taken it upon themselves to break down barriers, challenge stereotypes, and create opportunities for others. As we celebrate these exceptional women tonight, let us also reflect that the work here remains ahead of us. Our commitment to gender equality and the empowerment of women should not be limited to these events. It should be an ongoing mission, a daily dedication to creating a society where every woman has a chance to thrive regardless of their background or circumstances. In closing, I just want to emphasize that extraordinary women we celebrate tonight are not just role models, but they are beacons of hope and agents of change. They remind us that when women are empowered, that our community benefits. Thank you.
Thank you to our co-presenting sponsors. Now, to officially get this program started, let's welcome to the stage Elisa Garcia. She is a Uruguayan singer, songwriter, dancer, and artist, and she's going to do all of that. She will indeed delight us with her rendition of the song, This Girl is on Fire. Please welcome Elisa Garcia. Now, that's a magnificent way to get us started with tonight's program. Thank you, Elisa. Tonight's honorees are joining 28 years worth of amazing women. I'm excited to get the program started so that the audience can meet this year's honorees. We will start tonight with our Emerging Youth Award, honoring a young woman in our community between 8th and 12th grade. I would like to welcome back to the stage Cynthia Case with Alpine Bank to introduce a tremendous young woman.
I have the honor tonight to tell you a little bit about Sophia Bandy. So I was able to get dinner with Sophia on Friday, and I was really struck by the humility that was there, but also the excitement that she has to live life in a world that is vastly different than the one that I was in when I was in her shoes. So in the selection process, we really look at what is something that the youth are doing that we want to encourage, something that people in this community need to know about, and also something that is going to bring change to our community. I'm really happy to say Sophia does all of these things, and she did not even know about the award tonight. She was nominated by someone who saw her talent and wanted you all to know about it. Some of the things that Sophia did and is continuing to work on is she was the ambassador team president for the Silver Creek Leadership Academy here in Longmont, Colorado. This is a role that hearing from her about her experience in high school really struck me. Sophia spent 2 years doing high school via Zoom. And that is something that I couldn't relate to in understanding in this time of life when you're transitioning, exploring what you want to do, seeing what you want to become, to experience that through a world that's going through a big change. Sophia didn't let this stop her. She went ahead and she decided she was going to take what she could and she was going to learn. But what she did is she really turned to her community. And she's someone who's not afraid to stand up in front of a crowd and stand up for what's right. She's not afraid to speak out or be in an uncomfortable situation. And these are people that we need to honor as youth because this is who's going to help us as we move to the next place in the business world. Some of the things that Sophia did was worked on a capstone project, which I really want to see. Reading about this sounded like something that was really, really moving. She worked and found 400 graduates and talked about their journeys and what they were doing now and how they had gotten to that place in their life. Another example of the stuff that she's done is she helped organize the Chinese New Year in Longmont, which had 2,000 attendees. When I was doing at 17 was not organizing an event for 2,000 attendees. That takes something, and she doesn't let it stop her. She takes her background. She actually has a dual citizenship. So I got to learn how she actually has citizenship with Canada and the US. She's not just taking this to our borders, but she's going to take this across the borders. And she's working to change things one step at a time. Another example of this is she just recently started up at Leeds School of Business, which is also my alma mater. So I'm very encouraged and excited to get to see her journey there. She's already mentioned how she wants to be in connection and talking with the other women who've been honored here tonight, as well as how she can be involved in the community here at large. These are things that inspire me to look at the next generation coming up. What are they focused on? What are they doing? And how can we support them and honor them for the work they've already done at a young age? Please join me in watching a video where Sophia will talk more about what she's done.
I've always always tried my best to be involved in my school community, and especially once I got to high school, I knew that I just wanted to be involved in everything. I'm a person that's very extroverted and has a loud voice, and I wanted to use that to make people like feel comfortable and involved in our community and not just kind of like hide in the shadows there. Part of leadership is allowing other voices and other people to aid you and elevate what you can already do, because there are skills that you have that other people don't have and skills that people have that you don't have. It's something that the teamwork aspect of it is so important to address in leadership. I think that you're more inclined to do something and help out for other people when you know that the person that's leading it is reliable and is going to do the same for you. I think that it's not just delegating tasks and making people do it, it's also being involved in doing it as a team. I think that there is an aspect to leadership that is so not individual, and it's really about working as a group and just being that strong voice that helps collect the group and get everyone together to make these things happen. I think for young women in general, I think it's important to not let yourself shine less just because there are places that maybe men have shown more in the past. You are allowed to be who you are, and I think that it's so important for you to let your voice and your wants be heard. I think it's so important to be involved in what you want to do and not let the expectations that have been set on other people really impact your own decisions. And it really makes you stronger in realizing that you can do what you want to do and not worry about the ideas and opinions of other people. It's almost an empowering thing to live your life like you don't really care what people think. And I think that's so important, to let yourself embarrass yourself sometimes, but really it's not as embarrassing as you think.
Please help me welcome to the stage Sophia Bandy.
Hi everyone, thank you for this award. I apologize for my voice. I've lost it, so I don't normally sound like this, but I want to thank everyone that made this possible. Again, I've had so many incredible people around me to get me to the place that I am, so thank you to my parents, my sister, all of my family, and especially to Carrie Adams, who is over here. All of this stuff would not be possible without her. She is someone that has always believed in me and pushed me to find my passion for leadership and be able to accomplish all the things that I have. So thank you to all you guys, and thank you to all the sponsors and the people at the Boulder Chamber. I'm really honored to be receiving this award today.
So it is now my pleasure, as the representative for Alpine Bank, to award Sophia a $1,500 check to spend as she would see fit to help further her education and her mark on the world.
There we go.
Congratulations, Sophia. To present our next award, please welcome to the stage a person with a very, very special connection to the next honoree. Please welcome Kate Rona.
Today, it is my privilege to introduce someone whose impact has been felt far and wide. my mom, Susan Rona. A remarkable individual who embodies the spirit of community, dedication, and tireless commitment. For over a decade, Susan has been a steadfast pillar of support for the Boulder JCC, constantly stepping forward when the community needed her most, whether it was rallying resources, leading initiatives, or embracing the role of an energetic MC. Susan's expertise and boundless energy have been a driving force behind countless projects. Her journey at the Boulder JCC has been a testament to her unwavering dedication. She's held diverse roles from interim executive director to senior director of programs, and her contributions extended to the board of directors, where she's held pivotal roles including board president and chairman of the Capital Campaign. Amid the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, Susan's leadership shone even brighter. As the original founder of the Reflections Gala, she spearheaded the transformation of the essential fundraising event into the innovative J-Fest. Susan's creative insights and dynamic leadership not only reimagined the gala, but also exceeded expectations, raising over $280,000 to support the Boulder JCC's mission and programs. Beyond the JCC, Susan's outreach extended across various facets of the community. Her engagement included mediation on behalf of the City of Boulder, fundraising for Tara Performing Arts High School, and supporting educational initiatives in response to adversity. She embodies the essence of a true community leader, addressing needs with kindness, compassion, and love. In the aftermath of the Marshall Fire, Susan didn't hesitate to step up again. She orchestrated programs to show gratitude to first responders, and her collaborative efforts between the Boulder JCC and Jewish Family Service provided vital support to families affected by the disaster. As we reflect on Susan's journey, one thing is clear: her boundless commitment to community has left an indelible mark. Her dedication, attention to detail, and love for all who cross her path are shaping not just our present, but also the future of our children and the generations to come. Let's watch this short video about Susan.
I describe myself as a mom first. I have two kids, Jacob, 22, and Katie, 19, and I am the wife of Jeff. And I'm a nonprofit consultant right now and a serial volunteer. I am driven by things I'm passionate about. I'm driven by trying to leave my kids a better world than I came into. And most of my volunteer work has been around creating and developing community that they want to be a part of and that they can be proud of. An ideal community is a place of belonging, a place where you could be really seen and where it would be easy to find your people and where you could have fun. Is a community that I want to make available to everyone. So one of the reasons I'm being honored is because of my work with the Boulder JCC. They had dreams of a new building, had been worked on for years, and it inspired me to want to help. To teach my children what it means to give back and to help be a part of something bigger than themselves was one of the huge drivers for my work at the J, and is really where I've made lifelong friends. I feel so fortunate in the communities I've been a part of. Sometimes it's hard to be a volunteer and to feel like your voice is heard and to feel like your time is appropriately spent. And I've been so fortunate with the many things I've been involved with to be valued and to have a seat at the table and to be heard. When you think about what the world needs, I think about what we as individuals need, because if every individual is getting what they need, it contributes to a better world.
Ladies and gentlemen, Please join me in celebrating a natural leader, a compassionate soul, and without a doubt, a woman who light the community, my mother, Susan Rona.
Well, that is a tough act to follow. Wow, Katie, I didn't know that you could keep a secret that well from Dad and I. I am blown away by your poise, and what an honor to be honored by you. Thank you. I wanted to say thank you so much to the Boulder Chamber for this award. I'm so honored to have this amazing title, A Woman Who Lights the Community. I don't know who came up with this title, but it must be the greatest title for an award that's out there, and thank you for creating it because it's really spectacular. I want to express my heartfelt congratulations to my co-honorees, Amy, Madeline, Marie, Wendy, and Sophia. It's inspiring to see the contributions that you've made to our community and helping to make it better. Thank you. Receiving this award caused me to reflect a lot on my time at the JCC. And I'm reminded of a quote that inspired me when I was fundraising. It's from Margaret Mead, and I'd like to share it with you. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. I'm deeply honored to be recognized by the Chamber in this way, but I view myself as a representative of the not so small group of committed people, many of whom are here tonight, thank you, who worked for over 2 decades to help build the current Boulder JCC. I'm incredibly proud of what the Boulder Jewish Community Center has accomplished in the 5 years since they opened their doors. They're a place where everyone is welcome, and like I talked about in the video, where people can find a home and are treated like family, and they're a resource for all of Boulder. It was a good use of time. I also, thank you. In closing, if you'll indulge me in my thank yous, I want to thank so much everyone who came out to support me tonight. Linda Lowenstein and Jonathan Lev are here, the past and current executive directors of the Boulder JCC. Yay. Along with many past and current board members, staff, and other dear friends. And I want to say a minute about volunteering. When you do something you love and you're passionate about, you find the greatest people to follow you on that journey, and I am in immense gratitude to all of you. I wouldn't be able to do what I did and volunteer the way I did without an incredibly supportive husband, Jeff, you acknowledged in the video, and my wonderful kids, Katie and Jacob, who is joining us on live stream along with my family and siblings, and I'm just so grateful to all of you, and thank you all so much for this incredible honor.
That's 5,000 steps right there. Before introducing our next honoree, I'm told that something magical, or maybe mysterious, has happened. So I'm asked to tell you to look under the seat of your chair and see if you have the pixie dust. Where's the wizard? Maybe it was just a joke. All right. Congratulations. Yay, bravo. Well, enclosed in that magical envelope is a 1-hour photography session with Juniper Ink Photography that carries a value of around $500. All right, to continue with the festivities, now please welcome to the stage entrepreneur and venture capitalist Nicole Glaros to present our next award.
Well, this girl isn't on fire, she's blind. So good evening, everyone. My name is Nicole Glaros, and our next honoree is an extraordinary leader who has illuminated the path for small and entrepreneurial businesses across the stunning landscapes of Colorado. My dear friend, Wendy Lee. Her journey is one that echoes with relentless dedication, innovative spirit, and a profound commitment to uplifting those around her. Wendy's impact on Colorado has been nothing short of transformative. For instance, she co-founded Energize Colorado, an organization to help catalyze Colorado's small business community to provide crucial resources throughout the state. She assumed the role of chair and later the role of CEO as a volunteer to help support small Colorado businesses during the stormy waters of the COVID-19 pandemic. Her tireless advocacy and leadership led to the deployment of over $40 million in federal grant dollars and a lifeline for small businesses with fewer than 25 employees. Energize Colorado's GAP Fund, an initiative close to Wendy's heart, seamlessly blends private funding with government support. This fund provides a lifeline for sole proprietors, businesses, and nonprofits alike, ensuring their survival and growth, and stands as a testament to her unwavering commitment and devotion to underrepresented leaders in our community. Remarkably, Wendy's strength, leadership, dedication, and tireless efforts transcend the bounds of personal gain, and her unwavering commitment to the community is an inspiration, a guiding light that propels us all forward, even in the darkest and scariest of times. In the realm of technology, Wendy has once again risen to the forefront. As the chair of the governor's Tech Hub Now initiative, she skillfully orchestrated collaboration across a multitude of entities. Get this, fusing public and private sectors, corporations, universities, investors, volunteers, and more. I'm tired just saying that. Her efforts stand as a beacon of unity, a remarkable force driving Colorado towards a global innovation hub that, if successful, could drive over $1 billion in federal funds to Colorado in the next decade. Her grace, resilience, and altruism shine brightly as she guides this monumental effort, demonstrating her steadfast commitment to the greater good. In the words of those who know her best, Wendy's impact reverberates across all corners of Colorado's landscape. She touches entrepreneurship, venture, nonprofit, government, and tech, leaving an indelible mark. Wendy influences all elements of our community and does so with strength, humility, humor, and most importantly, grace. She has done more to single-handedly bolster economic resilience across our entire state than almost anyone I know. And there is still more. Let's watch this short video about Wendy.
From early days, I loved the idea and was passionate about the idea of being an entrepreneur, of building businesses that matter to those you are focused on. Contribution is my jam. At 60 years old, I learned a whole new thing that leveraged my entrepreneurial wonder and awe and the capabilities I'd built over time, which were good, but great was applying those entrepreneurial capabilities to different problem sets. A problem set that would help a community kind of rewire itself, create innovation to really deliver more economic vibrancy for all. So good community leaders are not just motivational and inspirational. They are hardcore process oriented. They are very, very focused on observations and data to support the vision they're trying to help pursue, and they naturally collaborate. Community leaders naturally collaborate. There's courage and there's creativity, right? There's smarts, there's leadership. There are all these attributes, but at the core of it all, to really build a sustainable business, for-profit or nonprofit, as an entrepreneur, you have to really be self-aware, and you have to really understand resilience. To me, the power of self-awareness really accelerates the potential of professionalism, but certainly the potential of being a human.
It is my distinct honor and pleasure, and I hope you join me in welcoming Wendy Lee to the stage.
You've got big type there, my friend. And glasses. Okay, happy birthday to Nicole, number 49 today. Yay. Yeah. I remember that. That was a long time ago. That was very kind, Nicole. Thank you. I'm kind of stunned by it all, actually. So just a few in the 2-minute bracket, because I respect those rules. First of all, I want to say to Sophia, you for governor, me, you. I want to help you get right to the top. So we'll talk about that later. But 3 things, because 3 things is all any of us can remember, regardless of age. 3 things works. So number 1, what a lovely community we have. So, I mean, and so, John, thank you so much for all you do for the community, and this is my second time. I'm not a Coloradan. It's my second time through Colorado. I've lived all around the world in many states, but this is a really special place, and the spirit of it, the intellect of it, the community of it, it really comes together in a unique way, and I feel that tonight. And I must say, as John knows, I don't really come out to these kind of things, and it's not because I don't enjoy them. It's because we're busy, right? We're doing our stuff, we're helping, we're volunteering, as we've talked about. But I just want to acknowledge first that Boulder is really a special place. I'm really honored to be back here, and this will be my last spot. This is my 38th address. Count that. I'm a gypsy. I get around a lot, but this is really special. And I just want to thank Nicole for all her comments. I mean, I've known Nicole for a long time. We've kind of developed together as sisters. And this last year was a really difficult one for me, and she was very close and helpful to me in getting through some difficult times. So I appreciate you, Nicole, your words and just your presence. But here are the 3 things. Do you know, I'm not the governor, but I'm going to pretend like I am for a moment. Do you know that Colorado is the #1 state for female entrepreneurship? Do you know that? Yeah. And do you know that 95, let me be specific, 95% of the jobs in this state come from very small businesses, 10 employees or less? Do you know that? How many of you are building a business or have a business or want to have a business? Like, that's a this is not Ohio and Wisconsin and Michigan. This is Colorado. We are a state of small businesses run by women. Okay? And And regardless of how they're financed, through your own margins, through your own bootstrapping, of course, through venture, through private, it doesn't matter, through grants, loans, whatever, you are the women. We're the ones that get it done. We have big ideas, we take action, we build a syndicate of folks around us to support us, as you have done, my dear. And that's what business building is all about, because you will never do it alone. Ever. Zero. It is because of the people around you and your own sense of self and your own direction that you get this done. So there are three things I want to end with. Number one, in COVID, I decided to say yes to everything. I was just back here, and I decided to say yes to everything. A very dear friend of mine asked me to get involved in an activity called Energize. Well, it wasn't even called Energize Colorado. He just said, "Will you help?" I said yes. Awesome. Number two thing, say yes first. Number two, be very curious about what you said yes to, because you never know. And in the case of Energize Colorado, what was a volunteer effort ended up being a real business. We will be a CDFI, for those of you who know what that means, for small businesses in the state of Colorado. And it all started with a couple of hundred volunteers that wanted to help small businesses. And now we're going to be a CDFI. That's a business building thing that a gene I have. But just say yes and then be curious. If you get too curious, you over-engineer it and kind of talk yourself out of it. So I would say yes first and then be curious. And the third thing is just remember that the most important thing you can do is be true to yourself, and as you're doing that, be really clear about who you are. Being true to yourself, being really clear about who you are, will allow you to kind of do what you're designed to do, like Sophia. Okay, that's all I got. Thank you very much. Very grateful.
One quick question for Wendy. Are you still saying yes? That's amazing, thank you. Please welcome to the stage Lori Call, Assistant Vice Chancellor for the Office of Government Community Engagement at the University of Colorado, to present our next award.
Thank you, Annette. Our next honoree is known for being sweet. She's a vision of positivity, and she lights up the room with her amazing energy. And she offers our community amazing bundt cakes. Let me tell you about my friend, Amy Long. She's a successful business owner, and during the pandemic, she pivoted her business model to adopt and bring joy while we all struggled. She's also brought happiness and sweetness to Good Samaritan, police officers, firefighters, and many who struggled during difficult times. Amy and I serve on the Boulder Chamber Board of Directors with a woman named Ann Cooper, who I think is here tonight. And I was talking about Amy with Ann, and Ann said, Amy feeds the community with cakes as well as feeding our hearts and souls. I think that about says it. Amy supports the Humane Society, Boulder, local theater, and countless other nonprofits. Thank you, Amy, for the joy, happiness, and yumminess you bring to Boulder. Let's hear more from the video.
I definitely see the positive effect of what I have been doing in the community. It starts by one person to show that it can be done. And for me, my mission is if I could change one person's mind and show them that by doing something, whether it's big or small, could really play a big effect and inspiration to others to follow suit. If you don't try, you won't know. And so for me, I wanted to show our community that by giving back, it's how you can grow a bigger, stronger community. I always say we want to think globally and act locally. My family are immigrants from China. And so this is the land of opportunity. And that's what I was taught and raised to believe, and I still believe that. Being a leader means to me, you have to show by example. Action always speaks louder than words. It's important that we treat each other equally, and that's how we could have a more dynamic, a more loving community. I want to thank the Boulder Chamber for giving me this honor. I am humbled.
Please welcome to the stage Amy Long.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Boulder Chamber, fellow business leaders, family, and esteemed guests. I am deeply honored to stand before you as a recipient of the Boulder Chamber and Business Women Leadership Group's Women Who Light the Community Award. This recognition holds a special place in my heart as it acknowledges my personal journey and also celebrates the progress we have made empowering women and promoting diversity in business. I'd like to take this opportunity to extend a hearty congratulations to my fellow honorees who represent a growing constellation of strong and dynamic women making their mark in the corporate and nonprofit world today. When I reflect upon this milestone in my life, I'm reminded of the countless hands that have lifted me, the shoulders I stood upon, the support I received from friends, family, mentors, and community members. Nothing but cakes is all about celebration. Engaging in the pursuit of spreading joy has genuinely been the greatest adventure of my life. I love sharing a recipe for success and happiness. To bake a cake that not only reminds you of home, but also opens you to a new world. Little did I know that embarking on that mission would open the doors to countless opportunities for connecting with this vibrant community. I am grateful for those who allow me into their lives at some of the most pivotal times. I cherish so many stories about how our cakes have impacted you and your loved ones on momentous occasions. Receiving this award is a testament to the power of collaboration and community spirit. It is a reminder that no achievement is accomplished alone. And the impact we make creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond ourselves. Each act of kindness, each helping hand, and each contribution, whatever the size, has the potential to ignite, change, and transform lives. I join I joined the Boulder Chamber 5 years ago to engage and network with Boulder business community. Unbeknownst to me at the time, would I cultivate treasured friendships, including the one I share with John and Molly Taylor. 25 years ago, when my family owned the South Boulder restaurant Sing Tao, the Tayers were amongst our best and most loyal customers. Fast forward to today, and John has become one of my best collaborators in his remarkable leadership of the Boulder Chamber. Thank you, John and Molly. I'm thrilled to acknowledge my family members who are here tonight. With us are my mom, Moy, and my dad, Chef Sen. Dad, thank you for your unwavering commitment to our bakery. My beloved sisters, Anna and Pauline, are in the room. Thank you, Pauline, for being a brilliant, inspiring business partner. My daughters are here tonight, Liz and Olivia. You are both my everything. And I'm delighted to acknowledge my bakery team for the hard work they invest in handcrafting our delicious cakes. Thank you for helping make Nothing But Cakes a sweet place to work and shop. This honor is one of the greatest achievements of my career. I accept this award not just for myself, but as a representation of the incredible community we have built together. Thank you.
Congratulations, Amy. Please welcome to the stage Jane Miller, CEO of Rudy's Rocky Mountain Bakery, to present our next award.
Hey everybody, it's so great to be here. I could talk about Marie for hours off script, which is why John Taylor handed me a script right before this and said, do not tell any stories off script. But I'm going to tell one story off script, and then I'm going to totally be on script. So the one story I'm going to tell is just happened tonight, which will tell you everything about Marie. After hearing Sophia talk and Katie introduce her mother, Marie turned to me and said, you have got to hire both of those women after the show tonight. So that will tell you everything you need to know about Marie. So let me get started. Marie is an exceptional individual whose commitment to guiding others is literally unparalleled. I've had the chance to work with her on a couple of occasions, both now as the CEO of Rudy's. Previously, I was the CEO of Lily Sweets, and I've known her in the community for quite a long time. The thing that's most important about Marie to know is how selfless she is and how behind the scenes she is, and how the women that she has helped rise she'd never take any credit for it, and that's kind of amazing. So I'm sure this is quite humbling for her to get this fabulous award. But amidst a landscape of job insecurity and change, Marie's empathy is really something that stands out. She has an ability to connect with people on a level like no one I have ever seen. A standout example of her transformative leadership was really most recently when we both worked together at Lily Sweets. Lily's was sold to Hershey's, which is an $8 billion company, and we were a local company with about 50 employees. And she was the last person standing to make sure that every person had a job and every person had a great transition with Hershey's. And very, very few people would have the courage to do that and the desire to help others be successful as they move forward in their career. So besides the work world that I know her so well, she's so active in the community also. Just to name a few things, she's involved on the boards of the Colorado Workforce Council, Workforce Boulder County, the Boulder Chamber, which really she's been involved with for quite a long time, and it really underscores her dedication to the community. She's really a beacon of empowerment, mentoring young women and individuals in transition and mentoring old women like me. So I'm very, very pleased to be involved with her. Her influence is really far-reaching, fostering a network of colleagues and friends drawn to her integrity and leadership. Her guidance during the pandemic, adept management of organizational transitions, and contributions to the employee-owned Leaning Tree really highlight her commitment to pulling our community together and uplifting our community. So she has got an amazing, amazing legacy, and as I said before, is one of the most humble women and the most deserving of this award. So let's hear something from Marie in her own words.
Well, I've been working in the field of human resources since the late 70s, and that is my passion, is helping people just find their best path, help them develop to achieve that path, and working with different people in our community, in our businesses, and in our nonprofit organizations. I first got involved in the community when I worked at Celestial Seasonings, and I was approached by some of our nonprofits to get involved with them and sit on their boards. And it was really the first time I was externally focused in my career. And I find it so rewarding because there are so many people living in our communities that need our help. And they need a hand up, and they need someone to care about them and do something to make their lives a little bit better. And that's why I've had such a deep passion to help the nonprofits in our community. I call myself a nonprofit junkie because I've participated in so many of the nonprofits, and in each one of them, it just fills up my spirit and my heart to be able to participate and take the talent that I've learned in business and share that with the nonprofits. I think so often we think we should know it all when we accept a role. And the best thing we can do is be curious and ask questions. And if you don't know the answer, ask the questions to learn. And so I think that's a big nugget for me. Another nugget that I learned over time was to really deeply listen, and listen with not just your ears, but with your eyes and with your heart. Because so often there's an unspoken message that people are trying to convey. And if we don't listen with our heart and our eyes, we're not going to pick up on that unspoken. Don't forget to have fun. Don't take life so seriously. There's always time for fun. How honored I am to participate in this wonderful event, and also just thank the Chamber for everything they do in our community.
Please join me in welcoming Marie to the stage, my very good friend and business confidant. Come on! You gotta do a little dancing up here, girl. I think I'm supposed to have a word for you, but I don't know where it's at.
That's all right. We'll get it.
Okay, take over.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's lovely to be here. Hello, John. Hello, Molly. Some of you that know me, or many of you that know me, know that I actually have tried to retire many times over the last 20 years. I'm sort of a serial retiree, and my family would say that I should actually just teach a class on how not to retire because I'm so good at it. And truly, I just love to work, and I love the work that I do and how I can give back to our community. But it's also because I have the support of a wonderful, handsome prince who's my mentor, a fabulous family. I have a family that's just the best, and I have dear friends and colleagues that have supported me over the years, so I thank all of them for making this evening a possibility for me. I also want to thank Jane for nominating me for this award. I appreciate that. I also want to just thank and congratulate the other people who are being honored here tonight. And I also met several alumni of this event tonight. And I think tomorrow, since I'll be an alumni, as of tomorrow, we're going to start an alumni association in the community. And I think next year our badges will be lighting up. That's what we were kind of talking about. So bear with us. We'll get that all pulled together in the next few days. I guess that's really all I want to say, other than I'd like to also thank the Chamber and all the people that work at the Chamber, because you bring this fabulous community together and create this environment for all of us, and especially for me, to give me that space where I can do what I love and do best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marie. And now, to present our final honoree of this evening, please welcome to the stage the phenomenal Minister Glenda Robinson.
Good evening, everyone. I am a preacher. They gave me 3 minutes, though, and so I'm going to honor that. Good evening, and congratulations to all the honorees for tonight. It's my pleasure to present our final honoree of the evening. Oh, she didn't know I was going to be introducing her, so this is a surprise. Our baby sister, Madeline Strong Woodley. Y'all gonna make me go over my 3 minutes now if you keep clapping. Madeline is one gifted visionary leader with a unique ability to assemble, command, and captivate an audience with her many God-given gifts and talents, and just all the right stuff to make great things happen. Those of you who know her must admit that she comes up with the most remarkable ideas and then sells them to you, no matter what you think about them and no matter what the cost, right? And then it's done. Amen. You can say amen too. In fact, over her 30-year employment with the FedEx Corporation in Memphis, she single-handedly created the Security, Data, Research, and Analysis Division, one that is still active today worldwide. She has been responsible for hiring so many people at FedEx over the years. In fact, Shannon Brown, hired by Madeline, just retired as the highest ranking African American in FedEx worldwide. He was hired by Madeline at age 18. In fact, hey Shannon, if you're watching tonight, he may be watching us tonight. As a matter of fact, we're from a big family. Now I'm going off script, so give me one more minute. But we have folks that flew in from Memphis and Long Beach, and then we have a whole bunch of folks watching from Atlanta and Memphis and just all around the country to celebrate Madeline. We love celebrating. She has done so many amazing works and yet has lingered in the background so that others could be celebrated. As a member of the executive committee of the NAACP Boulder County branch and founder and president of the executive committee for African American Cultural Events, ECASE, Madeline is at the forefront of promoting racial equity and inclusion throughout Boulder County and beyond. Her tireless efforts are a testament to her deep-seated passion for and fostering understanding and change. A few notable examples are the photo exhibit, Walk With Me. Some of you had the chance, featuring Dr. Ernest C. Withers, to go to the Dairy Arts Center in Boulder and view that. This wasn't just an event. It was a life-changing experience that left a lasting impact on all who attended. Madeline rallied the support of the NAACP Executive Committee and other sponsors to bring to fruition this amazing event. Okay, the Juneteenth celebration, those celebrations that welcomed influential figures like Miss Opal Lee, who's 98 years old, and known as the grandmother of Juneteenth. Flag raisings throughout several cities in Boulder County and activities that inspire the next generation. Through eCase, she has orchestrated events that break new ground, provide a platform for creativity, and inspire others. Madeline's journey is a remarkable one. She has dedicated her life to bringing diversity, equity, and inclusion to the forefront of Boulder County and beyond. Madeline has orchestrated events that touch hearts, challenge perspectives, and contribute to enrich the fabric of our community. And yet, there's more. She got a video. So let's look at the video.
We are the products of exactly what we do. What I mean by that is you're going to get out of it what you put in it. Garbage in, garbage out. And so what drives me is the need, the necessity to make things better. I love to laugh. I think laughter is crucial. I think it's very necessary as a form of medicine. It gets those endorphins going and that gets you going. I live in purpose. And that gets me up, it keeps me going, it drives me. I'm grateful for the life I've lived and the many lessons that I've learned and the many lessons I've been able to teach. Anything that is substandard, that has any level of mediocrity in it, is unacceptable. We must strive, not just strive for excellence, but we must produce excellence. Anything less than that is unacceptable. It's not an option. Everybody does not fit in one box. Make a difference. Make a difference. Do something that'll make a difference. And you'll feel rewarded. You'll feel rewarded because you'll see the difference that you made, and particularly when you exercised excellence. Failure is not an option.
Right now, I'd like to invite part of the surprise out-of-town guests to the stage. Madeline, you weren't supposed to come up here yet, but it's okay. Hang in the background. Hang in the background. And so, oh, okay, all right, you can stay there. All right. and so this is my sister Juanita Strong Matthews from Long Beach, California. This is my baby brother Larry Strong from Memphis, Tennessee. He was the baby that you saw on that picture with her. she was sitting there telling him what to do. And so, as she always does. And so we have a treat for you. We grew up as a singing family. Our dad made us get in front of stay there, Sarita. This is a niece from Memphis, too. She told me, I'm going back down there. You know, Granddaddy would say, Sarita, we need to hear from you. And so our treat, Annette, ironically, is we will be just singing a couple of verses of that old Negro spiritual that you mentioned, This Little Light of Mine. I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, yeah. Shine, shine, shine. Come on. I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah. Shine, shine, shine. How did you leave me out? I'm gonna let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Yeah.
My. Thank you. Thank you so much. Glenda took half of what I was going to say. And that's a good thing. That's a great thing. No, thank you so very much for this honor. I'd like to give all praises and honor to my God, my Savior Jesus Christ, who I'm so happy that my pastor and my first lady are here today. Pastor James Ray, Sister Pamela Ray, would you please stand so they can see you? Yes, Second Baptist Church of Boulder, everyone. Thank you. Most of what you know about me, you saw. And my grandson, Patrick, said, why you gotta be so mean? No, that's compassion. I would really like to take the time. Now, you notice I don't think nobody else came up here with a book. So if you will just bear with me, because I do want to take this opportunity to one, y'all see my family, all my family. Y'all need y'all to stand. Tanya, Jasmine, Tanya, that's the baddest hairstylist in Colorado. She was with me at 7 this morning. I am so honored for this. John Taylor, you're remarkable. There's some other folk that I'd like to acknowledge, but what I'd like to do, if you would please, anyone that has worked with me, I'd like you, if you're able, to please stand. And I'd like everybody else to give them a hand, please. All over the room. Miss Marie, where are you? Miss Marie Sanders. I know you're in here. All right, there she is. All right, everyone. We are the ones that make it happen. Dr. Sheila Davis, I see you there. I tell you what, the Boulder County branch of the NAACP is the baddest NAACP in the nation. And I've been with many, primarily
Memphis branch NAACP, which was, I thought, the baddest, but y'all got it. And I'm happy to be here to say that I am a member of the executive committee, working with Sister Velveta, all of the other people that make things happen. When we just, I hope you had an opportunity, and I'm really off script, so I'll probably be here about 10 minutes. No, but one of the things that we did not know how we were going to do it, and that was the Nashville African American Wind Symphony. That's 60 African American men and women, all professionals, everything from doctors, lawyers, engineers, you name it, they were a part of it. 60 flew from Nashville, Tennessee. This branch brought them here. This branch and our supporters and all of the people that work with us were responsible for making this happen. Picture 60 folk, round trip tickets, 3 days of hotel, and they stayed at the Hilton. They were not at Motel 6. Not that there's anything wrong with Motel 6. I'm saying that this branch made it happen. And when I say our leader, President Annette James, y'all need to give her a hand, really. She makes it happen. She makes it happen, and I'm so proud to be associated. There's so many folk that are unsung. They're unsung, but yet they are sung because they're doing the work. And I encourage every one of you to do that and join us. We're here. We're working. We ain't going nowhere. Let me say that again. We ain't going nowhere. I do have to acknowledge my daughters. My daughters couldn't be here. They are, but I'm sure they're watching, and they're going to have a lot to say. Like, Ma, please. I just really want to just thank everybody. And Dr. DeAndre Taylor, who couldn't be here today, but Dr. DeAndre Taylor is the person that he's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is where he lives, but he has orchestrated every event that we've had virtually and made it happen. And that kind of commitment is just not common. It's something to be applauded. And I'd like to give him recognition just to mention his name. Also, thank you. The last picture you saw there was myself and my one and only great-granddaughter. Her name is Roan Emery Woodley Mentor. Patrick said that's not her name. Yes, it is. The one and only, and I made her last because to me she represents the future. Everything that I do is because of her. It's because of Roan and those with her, all of yours that are there, that are coming. We got work to do. We got work to do because their future, if we don't, their future is going to be very, very questionable. So we got to make that difference. I want to have just a few folk, y'all, I don't know whether you know them or not, but they are working and working. Of course, you know John Taylor. Love to John. Eric Hozempa, who is the CEO of the Longmont Community Foundation, of which I am a trustee. Eric, where are you? Can you stand? Yeah, all right. Eric Hozempa. Our mayor, Aaron Brockett. Is Nicole here? Nicole Spear? Okay. Well, love to you, Nicole, for all that you're doing and all the work that you're doing. Junie Joseph, is she here? How about Shakita Yarbrough? All right. Yeah. These are the people that are working, and any other elected officials that I did not mention, would you please stand? Yeah. This is work. This is work. My daughters remind me all the time that, Mom, but you're retired. Really? When did that happen? So Dr. Rabaka, let them see you. I need you to stand on up. Dr. Carolyn Love. Where are you? All right. Thank you, thank you. Dr. Love facilitated, just in case you don't know, she facilitated the Boulder oversight planning from the task force to the implementation team to the, and now the planning committee, and now the panel. And she has been there with us along the way and has made the difference. We don't know what we do without you, Dr. Love. Thank you so much for being here. I guess that's about all. I love to laugh. I guess that's about all. Let's see. No, seriously. Thank you so thank you so very much. I love every one of you. Thank you. Have a great evening. Thank you for this honor.
Congratulations, Madeline. Welcome to the Black Church. Thank you to the Strong family for singing This Little Light of Mine. It is such a great way to affirm and to instruct. This has been incredible. I say incredible. So I'm going to ask you to stand up and let's go incredible and give all of our honorees a round of applause. Woo. Your stories and your work is inspirational. Thank you for affirming your light and directing it towards crafting a more lighted path. Thank you again. So I guess we got to wrap up. All right, so I want to thank our virtual viewers. So let's wave to them and say, yay, wish you were here. It was fantastic. Thank you for watching in the rectangle, box, square. All right. All right, so to help us close this audacious evening, please join me in welcoming back to the stage Amy from Corden Farmer and Karen from Premier Members and the co-chairs of the Business Women's Leadership Group. That would be Cynthia and Christina. And let's let John Terra join us. I know, you see the light? It's the women behind him holding the light. Light his power. Exactly. You know? All righty.
All right, thank you. Beautiful. Okay, so first of all, I always say this, but it be very clear. With great humility, I stand in front of this audience as the only man who comes to this stage. So I will be careful and succinct with my words. That's all I'm going to say. But I want to I have two things to do. One, I want to recognize our MC for tonight. So Annette, as Madeline had mentioned, she is an amazing leader in her own right. She is a winner of the Women Who Light the Community Honor Award. She is the leader, steadfast leader of that amazing NAACP organization. Yes. And she's a person who speaks the truth in our community, and it's so important that we have your voice. And I will say this, that I don't know what possessed me, but Maya Cordero, who our events director, we were talking about, well, who could be the MC for this event? And I said, well, how about Annette? And I think Maya looked at me and went, what? Would she be willing to do that? And I called her, and she said, I would never want to do that. But then she said, and I just bless her for this, she said, the only person who could call me to ask me to MC would be John Terre. And it meant so very much to me. And you did such a wonderful job. Thank you. And then second is the opportunity to raise a toast. And it is the toast to all of the amazing women leaders who were recognized tonight. And I just was thinking about what message did I want to offer. And you know, we sit here and we talk about the term women who light the community. And you think about, in that spirit, women who are in their own achievements, in their own strength, are a beacon, are a light, are leaders in our community. But as they stood here today, every single one of them talked not about their leadership, not about their individual achievements. They talked about the people around them who they have the opportunity to serve with. They talked about the empowerment, not of one, but of we, of coming together, of collaboration. They talked about the importance of equity, making sure that everybody in our community comes together and supports one another in collectively lifting our community and individuals. So while I raise this glass to every individual who is honored tonight, the amazing women, I raise my glass to collectively their spirit and their guidance and their leadership that is going to, as others have said, guide us to a better path forward. So here's to the women collectively who light our community. Cheers to all of you.
Thank you all for sharing this evening with us, to be in community and to look and wonder of the work that's happening in our community, and for the collaboration. Thank you to the Business Women's Leadership Group for hosting this event. I would also like to thank the Women Who Light the Community Committee and Boulder Chamber's staff for the hard work in producing such a special event and doing it year after year. I'd also like to thank Culture Craft, who did an exceptional job capturing the spirit and essence of these phenomenal women in the videos. Thank you to Nothing But Cakes for the delicious treats that these honorees get to take home. Thank you again to Elisa Garcia, our singer tonight, and also to our harpist who entertained us earlier today. All right. Once again, thank you to the online guests. And finally, thank you to top-level sponsors tonight. Without you, this wonderful event is not possible. Also like to thank our co-presenting sponsors, Cardin Pharma and Premier Members Credit Union. Our honorary sponsors who are Alpine Bank, Greenberg Hill, Greenleaf, Ruschetti, and the University of Colorado Boulder. Thank you to all the sponsors of the Women Who Light the Community, and you can see all of the sponsors listed in the program. And one last thing, on your way out, please stop by the vendor's booth. And thank you for being here. That was amazing. It was my pleasure. Thank you, John. Take good care. Be safe.